To Kyle and Koo.
We are courtside. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. We are on the windward side, coming to you live from Kalaheo High School. Pete Smith Court, Kyle Galdera, and Ku'ule Agbayani. And Ku, we are about to tip off our OIA girls basketball coverage for the new year. And what a better way to do that than to bring you an OIA East matchup between the home team Kalaheo Mustangs and the visiting Kalani Falcons.
Woo, woo, woo. I am excited, Kyle. I'm always excited to do a broadcast with you. But, of course, one of my favorite sports going on here is basketball, and I'm so excited to bring you guys a bunch of games this season. Shout out to our title sponsor, Fun Factory, for making us able to bring more games than we have before. So I believe about 10 games on our OIA basketball slate, potentially more as well. But it was really nice to be out here. I haven't actually been out to Kalaheo High School and in this gym probably since my playing days, which was, long ago.
Yeah, walking in this gym, we got to enter when nobody was really here. So you had that kind of eerie feeling, right? And then you look up and you see the wall just covered with championship banners. And you start to remember players like Brandy Richardson. I actually grew up playing youth basketball. She was the best player in our boys' league. She was amazing. And then you think about D.C. Daniels, all the guys who helped win Kalaheo a bunch of championships. But that was the past. This is the present. Kalaheo struggling a bit on the girls' side. They come in tonight with a 1-6 record in the OIA East Division 2. On the flip side, Kalani doing pretty well in the OIA D1 East side, 3-3. They played a couple of tough teams. They had 3 consecutive losses to start the season against Kailua, Kuhuku, and Moanalua, and have now rattled off 3 straight wins against Roosevelt, Kaimuki, and McKinley. So as we look at it on paper, Ku'ule, we see Kalani on the upward swing, trying to win their 4th straight and stay in the playoff picture. And on the flip side for Kalaheo, only 1 win this season, trying to turn things around.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Kalaheo, they are hit with the injury bug. So that's one thing that Coach Frank kind of told me in the beginning is like, yeah, we have quite a few girls out, a couple of ACL tears, a concussion. So Kalaheo Mustangs are going to do what they can to try to keep up with this up-and-coming Kalani Falcons team.
Yeah, and that's a great segue to our sports injury report brought to you by Hawaii Pacific Health, creating a healthier Hawaii. And Ku'ule, you mentioned Kalaheo missing a couple of players. One player we do want to highlight, though, is Sophia Kitch, averaging more than 20 points per game. So the junior is definitely the go-to option for Kalaheo, whereas Kalani has a bit more of a balanced attack, including junior Alina Steve and hitting half her free throws. So we'll see if the so-called one-headed monster of Kalaheo can upset the Kalani Falcons. We'll see if they have a 3-headed beast to bring out today.
Yeah, and I am really curious, though, to see what this Kalani Falcons team can do. Again, head coached by Tyler Tsukazaki, a former assistant coach for the Marino boys basketball program under head coach Kelly Grant. And we know that Marino has been quite successful both on their boys and girls side. But here you have Coach Tyler taking over the helm. He's also a former player at Marino. So I'm really curious to see how far he can take this Falcon squad.
And that's a nice segue by you as well, because Kalani actually played Marino early this year and lost by quite a bit, but it's nice to see them kind of challenging some of the top talent in the state, and we'll see if that experience pays off for the Falcons tonight. But before we get to that, we want to remind you that you can become a Fun Factory VIP when you accumulate $100 or more spent at your favorite Fun Factory location. You'll receive VIP bragging rights, plus discount pricing on games, loss protection, exclusive promotions, and more. Visit funfactorygames.com for more info. And stay tuned. We're going to have tip-off between Kalani and Kalaheo. It's OIA girls basketball exclusively on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network.
Fun Factory can't make taking tests fun, and they can't make homework fun, but they can make good grades fun. Upload your report card and turn in your A's, B's, M's, and MP's into game tokens. Visit funfactorygames.com/honor-roll.
Dial Electric Supply is Hawaii's premier lighting distributor and supplier, serving commercial and retail customers alike. Located at 2240 Kalua Opalena Street, Dial Electric's expanded retail showroom features one of the largest selections of lighting fixtures, fans, and smart home lighting solutions. Schedule an appointment with one of their design experts to create a home lighting design that you will enjoy for many years to come. Visit dialelectricsupply.com or give them a call at 808-845-7811.
Gather around, ladies, and join us Sunday, January 26th at Kalani Park for the Hawaii Pacific Health Women's 10K and 5K Fun Run. Embrace a healthier lifestyle and enjoy a fun-filled day. Women of all ages and fitness levels are welcome to participate by running, walking, or jogging the course. And if you can't be there in person, virtual race options are available. Register today at hphwomen's10k.org.
DSE Hawaii, a proud supporter of OIA sports on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, is a locally owned and operated union electrical contracting company. Established in 1988, DSE Hawaii provides services to general contractors, building owners, property management companies, architects, and engineers. Their commitment to the electrical industry is focused on quality, efficiency, and most importantly, customer service and satisfaction. DSE Hawaii, providing quality work in the most efficient manner.
Fun Factory can't make paying bills fun, and they can't make feeling sick fun. But they can make your next party fun with 4 locations in Oahu. There's a Fun Factory near you. Visit funfactorygames.com to book today. Fun Factory, where the fun is made for you.
Hawaii Sports Radio Network is proud to be the official radio broadcast partner of the Oahu Interscholastic Association. Listen live to OIA sports throughout the year on HSRN 95.1 FM and AM 760. Visit hawaiisportsradio.com and click on the OIA Sports tab for our current play-by-play schedule, photos, or to listen to previous broadcasts. Mahalo to Fun Factory, Hawaii Pacific Health, and Dial Electric Supply for their support of OIA sports exclusively on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network.
Your home for USC Trojans football. KGU AM K236CR Honolulu is the Hawaii Sports Radio Network on 95.1 FM and AM 760.
You're listening to OIA Athletics on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, 95.1 FM and AM 760. Brought to you by Hawaii Pacific Health.
Welcome back to Kalaheo High School. Kyle Galdera and Ku'ule Agbayani at our broadcast position right next to Pete Smith Court here at the legendary Kalaheo Gym. Teams getting ready to tip it off. Our referees today include Dan Koda and Steve Piercy. Not only are they great basketball refs, but they also both referee football. So nice to see them continuing to do their great work as we get ready to tip this one off. Kalaheo, as we mentioned in our pre-game show, 1-6 in the OIA, so definitely looking to get a big upset win here over Kalani, which comes in tonight at 3-3 and on a 3-game win streak. So they're trying to stay in the playoff picture as well. Kalani wearing their red jerseys as the visitors. Home team Kalaheo wearing their white jerseys and orange accented stripes. And tipping things off for the game, Kalaheo number 1, Sophia Kitch tips it and Kalaheo controls. Dribbling slowly is Taisha Ukauka, passes it into the corner to Sierra Johnson, and that ball stolen away. A 3-on-1 opportunity for Kalaheo, coming right to left. It's going to be an underhanded layup, by Alina Stevenson, and quickly Kalani jumps out to a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, what a good transition there, and her eyes were just on the basket after getting that steal.
Yeah, Kalani, employing a 3-quarter court press, and Kalaheo does a good job of working around it as Kitch gets a layup opportunity but misses it, and quickly the other way comes Kalani. Running the point, Rain Chinen passes it around the horn to Isabel Baker. Over to Mia Garvin across the court to a wide open Chinen, who launches a 3 off the back iron. Offensive rebound controlled by Kalani. Garvin has it. Goes cross court again. Chinen traveled though. Almost faked her way out of her own dribble.
Yeah, that is like always what happens. I feel like I did that way too many times when I was playing, where you try to, you go with the basketball, fake to the right or fake to one side, and then your 2 feet move when you didn't mean to, and then it gets called for the travel.
Bringing the ball up off the turnover for Kalaheo. Taisha Ukauka. They break the press, and Kalani does a good job tying it up. It'll be tipped out of bounds, though, remaining with the Mustangs.
Yeah, very strong defense there by Angel Stephenson to kind of almost get that block, but going out of bounds.
So Ukauka trying to inbounds the ball. Nice job on defense by Kalani, running down 4 seconds of that inbounding clock. Around the horn goes Sophia Kitch. She's the main offensive weapon for Kalaheo. Passes it back to Ukauka up top. Looks for the screen, takes it to the right. Now dribbles the lane, loses the ball. Stolen again by Stevenson. She dribbles down the right side of the lane, up and under with the layup. No good. Offensive rebound, though, collected by Baker. Her shot is no good, and it's going to go the other way to Kalaheo. Addie Nash picking up the defensive board. Quickly the other way goes Kalaheo. Sierra Johnson with it. Kalaheo a little bit out of rhythm on offense, really bothered by the Kalani defense. And speaking of that, poked away by Stevenson. She goes up for her third layup attempt. This one is good, and the foul. Count the bucket. Kalani is flying high behind Alina Stevenson.
Yeah, she's just having the nose for the basketball today. Always finding a way to get, what is that, already 3 steals, and we're just a couple of minutes here into this game.
So she's going to have a 1 free throw opportunity. That foul goes against Anna Robertson, her first. Spins the ball a couple times, does Stevenson. That ball shot off the front rim. Kalaheo with the rebound. Kalani leading 4-0 early on, about 2 minutes gone. Kalaheo nearly throws it away. Really stingy defense by Kalani so far tonight. And an up and under layup by Ukauka, no good, but she's going to be fouled. And that Kule is what Kalaheo needs to do. They're struggling to shoot, so why not attack the rim, get fouled, go to the free throw line.
100%, and this is where my favorite saying of all basketball season, this is when we got to make our free throws.
We need to make shirts, I think. Hashtag make your free throws. Ukauka dribbles with the right hand, takes a deep breath, puts it up with 2 hands, and good for the first point for Kalaheo tonight. Kalani leading 4-1 with 5:54 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, and Ukauka is 66.7% free throw shooter so far this season.
Takes about 5 dribbles, takes a long look at the basket, puts the shot up, and nothing but net. 4-2 now, the Kalani lead. We'll see if Kalani tries to run some offense here. They've been basically relying on the 3 and the layup. Very efficient mode, and of course a mid-range jumper comes here. No good off the back iron. That shot taken by Stevenson. And it's actually going to be a loose ball foul on the rebound going Kalaheo's way. So they are in prime position to tie it up, maybe even go ahead with a 3.
By the way, Kyle, I just realized we should probably talk about the Stevensons with their first names while we call the play-by-play, because there is Angel and Alina.
And that ball is stolen away again. That's the 4th steal, this one by Angel. And she's driving down the right side, kicks it over to Baker. She misses a layup. Follow-up, rebound, and shot is no good. And rebounded again by Kalaheo's number 1, Sophia Kitch. And she's going to be fouled. And she looks at her left arm like, wow, I got whacked pretty good on that one.
Yeah, and that rebound was by Alina Stevenson for Kalani and tried to go back up. But again, then Kish takes it away, and then she tries to get it back and called for the foul there.
Angel, the freshman, Alina, the junior. Alina Mora, the scorer, as Kalaheo quickly the other way. Up and under layup, no good. No foul called, even though Ukauka hit the hard court hard. And back the other way comes Kalani, up 4-2 over Kalaheo. Nice pass to the baseline collected by Baker, and her right-handed layup is good. 6-2 now, the Kalani lead.
And that was a 3-pass transition from Alina to Angel to Isabel for the basket.
And another steal by Kalani. A quick shot put up by Mia Garvin, no good. Good job of rebounding there by Addie Nash. She's not the tallest player, but right now the most scrappy for Kalaheo, getting 3 rebounds so far. And again, the Kalaheo offense struggling to break the pressure of the Kalani defense.
Yeah, Isabel Baker playing up really close for Kalani, and that's what I noticed from this Kalani Falcons team is they play really tight on defense.
A couple of subs coming in here for Kalani. Kylie Awakuni and Hasina Robinson for the red-clad Kalani Falcons. 6-2, Kalaheo trailing here at home. About 4:30 left in the first quarter. Baseline pass kicked out of bounds. It'll remain with Kalaheo.
Yeah, and that time Kish trying to go inside to Sierra Johnson. And, I mean, just a wall that Kalani has below there, too. Johnson having a little difficulty trying to go around to look at the basket.
Yeah, we saw this in warm-ups, Kool-Aid. Kalani playing a swarming zone defense. They basically attack the ball, sending 2, sometimes 3 defenders at the ball. And that's working very effectively so far as we have our first jump ball of the game. And the arrow will point in favor of Kalani. So, again, hustle, scrappiness, the great defense by Kalani holding Kalaheo to just 2 points so far.
Yeah, and that wasn't a bad inbound play by Kalaheo. Ukauka getting it into Kish, but Kish just missing that bunny under the basket.
Kalani getting the ball into their offense early. Swinging it around to Garvin. Around the horn, it goes back to Chinen. Dribbling with her left hand in the pink shoes. Now a three-pointer taken by Garvin. Nothing but net. And the Kalani lead expands to 9-2 as we pass the halfway mark here in the first quarter.
Wow, what a beautiful shot and catch-and-shoot three-pointer by the senior Mia Garvin.
Ukauka traveled there. It wasn't called. And in a running layup attempt, almost went in. It went off the top of the backboard by Nash, but rims out, and that's collected by Kalani. Kalani moving with pace here, up by 7. Up top. Trying to maybe get a hard drive down low. Instead, they kick it out for 3. Another long shot, this one by Awakuni, no good. Offensive rebound picked up by Alina Stevenson. Her shot is no good, but the offensive board is going to remain with Kalani.
Yeah, and that was Hasina Robinson trying to get that rebound right there. And someone else checking in here for Kalani, trying to see what her number is.
It looks like Krisara Kuratsu.
Got it. For Rain Chinen.
And for the first time today, Lucy Vitti, the German, coming in for Kalaheo. Kalani with it, swinging it around. Another open shot by Garvin. That one is good. Another 3 ball by Kalani, and they now have a 12-2 lead over Kalaheo.
Yeah, and she's already doubled her 3 points made coming into this game.
Ukauka facing a tough defensive attack again. That swarming zone really causing trouble for Kalaheo. But another foul will be called. And as we sort that out, we want to remind you that Hawaii Sports Radio Network has partnered with Scoring Live to bring you the best overall coverage of high school sports in the state. Visit scoringlive.com for live scores, stats, photos, league schedules, and more. So it's a loose ball foul. Kalaheo gets it baseline out of bounds. Inbounds it goes to Kish. She drives baseline, met by 2 defenders. Stolen away by Hasina Robinson. And after the loose ball foul on Kalaheo, it'll be red ball.
Yeah, I just like how both teams are playing so hard and so feisty right now. And as you mentioned earlier, you know, Kalaheo's still trying to figure themselves out on offense, and it's hard to do that when you have a Kalani defense that plays this tight. But I love the effort that I see from both teams so far.
Kalani with a 12-2 lead over the home team, Kalaheo. Girls basketball team here on a Tuesday night. Quick shot taken in the lane by Angel Stevenson, no good. Angel gets her own rebound, puts it up. That one no good. Gets her own rebound again. Why not? Takes another shot, and she's fouled on the 3rd bite of the apple. Sometimes you can overcome poor shooting with effort, and right there, Angel Stevenson giving a clinic on just that.
Yeah, and Kalaheo maybe needs to try a little bit more to box out. That's another thing that's really big, especially in girls' high school basketball, right? Because not everyone has the hops like boys where you can just go out and get it the highest. But like I remember when I was playing, there was a high emphasis on just boxing out, especially when the opponent is a bit taller than you.
So Angel misses her first free throw, takes a long look at the basket. Second free throw no good, rebounded by Kalaheo. So I think your T-shirt is going to say, make your free throws on the front
and box
out on the back. Spin move down the lane by Ukauka, and it just rims out. Nice shot attempt there as it goes out in favor of Kalani. And Ukauka noticeably frustrated as she looks at the referee saying, what do I got to do to get a foul call?
Yeah, and they're getting shots. So Kalaheo is putting their shots up, getting really good looks between Ukauka and Kish. They're getting there. It's just the ball is just not, or that rim right now is not liking them tonight.
Kalani going from right to left at our broadcast position here at Coach Pete Smith Court. This shot jacked up by Baker out of bounds. Actually, corralled by Kalaheo. Nice job getting the rebound there. The home team, Kalaheo Mustangs, trailing Kalani 12-2 in this OIA East matchup. Kalaheo out of the Division II side. Kalani a D1 East team. That ball deflected out of bounds. It'll remain with Kalaheo. Mentioned it a few times tonight. Kalani employing a swarming zone defense, really causing problems for the Kalaheo offense. And another missed shot by the Mustangs. 4-on-3 opportunity for Kalani. To the right side it goes now into the middle to the streaking Kylie Awakuni. Her shot is no good. And the ball still bouncing around, collected by Kalaheo. Nice job there by Anna Robertson. Robertson passes it over to Addie Nash. And the defense almost resulted in a steal, but Awakuni called for the foul.
Man, I am feeling what the Kalaheo Mustangs players are feeling, because it just gets overwhelming when a player is always on you, especially if you're not naturally confident with the basketball like I wasn't. So when anytime you feel that pressure, you just kind of get flustered a little bit. But unfortunately, as you were talking about earlier, if Kalani's going to play like that, then if Kalaheo can get to the line, then here is how they continue to try to keep themselves in the game, since their regular field goals are not falling at the moment.
And the good news for Kalaheo is that was the 5th foul by Kalani, the 2nd on Kylie Awakuni, and that means 2 free throws for Taysha Ukauka, who makes another one. 12-3 now, the Kalani lead over Kalaheo. And we talked about it earlier. If your shots aren't falling, Kalaheo getting those loose ball fouls, now going to the bonus for the rest of the quarter. It is a 4-quarter system in high school basketball, 8 minutes each quarter. As that shot is up and good, 12-4 now after the Ukauka free throw is good. Nice crowd building here on a Tuesday night. The Pauhana folks are filing in. Nice to see the Kalaheo boys team supporting their Wahine as another long shot. That was a 2. And I believe that was Isabel Baker who drained that one. She's averaging a little more than 9 points a game.
Yeah, she just took that, dribbled it straight up to the top of the key, and like just pulled the trigger, and it went in.
So 15-4 now, the Kalani lead after the rebound following the Ukauka shot. It's another open 3 ball taken by Kuratsu. That one no good. Offensive rebound goes to Alina Stevenson, and she goes up and under with the right hand for another layup. 17-4, the Kalani lead.
What a move. It was like a turnaround dribble and a beautiful layup by Alina Stevenson.
And Ukauka dribbling the ball up is absolutely gassed. Kalaheo barely beats the 10-second clock, and that's another steal. That's at least 6 turnovers now collected by Kalani, but the layup is missed by Alina Stevenson. Rebound goes to Kalaheo. Shot clock is off. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Kalaheo doesn't take any time, though, and a Sophia Kitch three-pointer's no good. Rebound goes to Kalani with 15.1 seconds left in the first quarter.
Angel Stevenson, she kind of threw me off there because it was a Kalaheo shot, and the way that the ball bounced, it looked like it was going out of bounds. But as I mentioned, this effort from both teams, Angel could have just let it go out. She tried to get it, lost the handles, and switching over now.
I think the referees heard you, Ku'ule. They talked about it, and they're actually going to give it back to Kalaheo because Kalani did, in fact, whip it out of bounds.
Yeah.
So that's good news for the Mustangs, trailing by 13 here. And I think the strategy at this point is don't turn the ball over. Even if you don't score, just keep it at a 13-point deficit. Ukauka has it coming across the top, steps back with the 3 off the front iron, no good. Kish has the rebound. She goes up, and she's going to be fouled. Nice job getting a shot up, and she'll shoot 2.
Yeah, not a bad take there by Ukauka, and luckily Kish gets that rebound, goes straight up. So that's something that a lot of players, I like that from Kish, where sometimes when they have the opportunity to, once they get the rebound, especially when you have her length and her height, they'll bring the ball down like below their knees, and then Kalani defense could try to take it away, but she kept it up, tried to put it back up, the tip drill as we like to call it, and then was able to get fouled. However, missed the first free throw.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up. That's something that the University of Hawaii men's team does that frustrates the heck out of me. They get those rebounds, and then they put the ball on the floor, and then they get capped by the other team. Just go up with it. As this second free throw is up and good by Kish. 17-5, now the Kalani lead. 4.4 seconds left. We'll see if the Falcons get a 3-point shot off. Oh, and it's actually going to be a travel. So with about half a second left, it'll be Kalaheo ball. The good news for them, they get this deficit down to 12 points here as the first quarter about to come to a close.
Yeah, that was one of those things when you're not thinking entirely. Isabel Baker was trying to think of getting that final shot off, and then just kind of trickled her feet a little bit.
So Ukauka will inbounds the ball. Kalaheo looking for an opening. Kish goes baseline, puts it up, no good. She had time, but didn't execute on the layup. After 1 quarter here at Kalaheo, Mustangs trail the visiting Kalani Falcons 17-5. We'll be back with more OIA girls basketball right here on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network.
DSE Hawaii, a proud supporter of OIA sports on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, is a locally owned and operated union electrical contracting company. Established in 1988, DSE Hawaii provides services to general contractors, building owners, property management companies, architects, and engineers. Their commitment to the electrical industry is focused on quality, efficiency, and most importantly, customer service and satisfaction. DSE Hawaii, providing quality work in the most efficient manner.
At Fun Factory, we can't make traffic jams fun, and we can't make waiting in line fun, but we can make this weekend fun with 4 locations on Oahu. There's a Fun Factory near you. Visit funfactorygames.com for more info. Fun Factory, where the fun is made for you.
Welcome back to Kalaheo High School. Kyle Galdera and Ku'ule Agbayani here on a Tuesday evening. Mustangs hosting the Kalani Falcons and trailing the visiting team 17-5. This second quarter brought to you by Dial Electric Supply, Hawaii's premier lighting distributor and supplier. They also brought our tip that I neglected to mention, so they're going to bring us the second quarter too. Why not? Kalaheo inbounding the ball, going left to right from our broadcast position. Sophia Kitch, the top scorer for Kalaheo, puts up a shot, no good. Offensive rebound, though, taken by Kalaheo. Back to Kitch for a 3, no good. Here's another offensive rebound by Kalaheo, and a good job by Josie Hozak. And that ball is actually going to be wrestled out of bounds in favor of Kalani. Hozak did a good job trying to get that loose ball, but Kalani just a bit strong there, getting it back. The red-clad Falcons going from right to left now with it up top. Mia Nakama just checked in. She's running the point for Kalani. Back around the horn it goes to Angel Stevenson. Puts up a mid-range jumper, no good. Collected by Alina Stevenson. Her shot, no good. And the loose ball foul goes against Kalani. It's Kalaheo ball.
Oh, man, and you can see the look of frustration on Isabel Baker throwing her hands up for Kalani. Like, oh, that was another foul again, because even they know they don't want to continue to give up the free throws.
And that's now 3 players with 2 fouls apiece, so something to keep an eye on for Kalani. Even though they're up by 12, a bunch of foul trouble mounting for the Falcons. That's now another foul called as Kalaheo brings it up. And we'll see if Kalaheo continues to play the game. We talked about it, struggling to shoot, but if you can get a bunch of fouls against you, then you go to that free throw parade and you get free shots. Yeah. And that's now, Ku'ule, the 3rd foul against Isabel Baker. Quickly stolen away by Kalani. 3-on-2 opportunity, up and under with the layup by Alina Stevenson. No good, but she'll shoot 2 on the foul.
Alina Stevenson said, I'll see those fouls and I'll steal it. I'll drive, I'll go up, and I'll get a foul too, just for my Falcons.
And that's going to be the 2nd foul called on Anna Robertson. She tried to block the layup to no avail. Plenty of seats still here at Kalaheo if you want to come down and join us on the windward side. Really great job done by Athletic Director Jacob Baum and his staff getting this gym ready for action tonight as that free throw clanks in for Kalani. 18-5, now the lead over Kalaheo. Just about a minute gone here in the second quarter. A couple of dribbles by Alina Stevenson. Takes her time, now puts up the second free throw. It's up and good, 19-5. Now the Kalani lead. That 3-quarter court pressure employed by Kalani again. Oh, nearly a foul, and it's going to be another held ball. This one should go Kalaheo's way. It does.
Yeah, Ukauka has just got that look on her face now that she just wants to take it and drive it and almost try to attempt to take over this game. Not in a selfish way, but you can tell that her competitive fire is coming out and she just wants to do what she can for her Mustangs.
Ukauka does get it in to Anna Robertson. Back to Ukauka, who drives to the right side. Oh, nearly travels, but not called. Puts up the jumper right at the block, and it's good. 19-7 now, the Kalani lead.
Yeah, and that bucket by Ukauka, and there you go. And it is kind of, she is a senior, so that's kind of the mentality that you have in these types of games.
Nakama around the horn it goes, picked up by Chinen. Jacks a 3, no good. Picked up on the offensive board. Stop me if you heard this before. Alina Stevenson gets it with the right-handed layup. Good for 2, 21-7. We got a football score breaking out here in this basketball game.
Oh, man, that's totally her side. That's where if you had a lockdown defender, then you just get someone to cut off that right side to prevent the right-handed layup, force Stevenson to go left.
Ukauka jacks a 3 from up top, no good. Rebounded on the offensive side by Robertson. Zone defense trapping again, nearly forcing a turnover. Kalani like a swarm of bees and mosquitoes just irritating the heck out of Kalaheo. Outlet pass to Kitch. She takes a running jumper and good. There's a free throw line extended shot for Kalaheo. They now trail Kalani 21-9.
That was a pretty little turnaround, one dribble shot there by Kish.
2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Another close range shot put up by Kalani, no good. Offensive rebound taken by the Falcons. However, drifting out of bounds is Alina Stevenson. It'll be Kalaheo, ball. And we're going to get a timeout called by Kalani. I think their coach Tyler Tukazaki wants to talk it over, maybe prevent the fouls a bit. We'll step aside as well and be right back. This is OIA Girls Basketball on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network.
Gather around, ladies, and join us Sunday, January 26th at Kapiolani Park for the Hawaii Pacific Health Women's 10K and 5K Fun Run. Embrace a healthier lifestyle and enjoy a fun-filled day. Women of all ages and fitness levels are welcome to participate by running, walking, or jogging the course. And if you can't be there in person, virtual race options are available. Register today at hphwomen's10k.org.
Fun Factory can't make taking tests fun, and they can't make homework fun, but they can make good grades fun. Upload your report card and turn in your A's, B's, M's, and MP's into game tokens. Visit funfactorygames.com/honor-roll.
OIA Athletics on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, 95.1 FM and AM 760.
Kyle Galdera and Ku'ule Agbayani here with you for OIA Girls Basketball. Kalani leading Kalaheo 21-9. And we remind you that OIA Sports on HSRN is brought to you in part by Hawaii Pacific Health. Hawaii Pacific Health takes the team approach to providing the expert care you need when and where you need it. Together, we are creating a healthier Hawaii. Kalaheo looking for a healthy offensive possession here as the inbound pass goes down to Sierra Johnson. She kicks it out of bounds, though. That stingy defense working again for Kalani. It'll be Falcons ball.
Yeah, and definitely Sierra wants that one back. She could have maybe kicked it back to Ukauka, but as we keep talking about, that Kalani defense, give them a lot of credit for this.
Into the corner, Chinen gets it, dribbles around the horn, kicks it over to a wide open Awakuni. Her three-pointer no good, rebounded by Ukauka. Kalaheo trailing 21-9, 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Ukauka now taking the screen, going to the left side, and it's stolen right out of her hands by Mia Garvin. Garvin with the right-handed layup and good. Another fast break transition opportunity converted by Kalani.
Yeah, Ukauka just tried to pass it over Mia Garvin, and Garvin putting her hands up and just taking it out of the air and taking possession, getting the field goal.
Speaking of that, Garvin with another steal. Instead of shooting, passes it this time. It goes to Angel Stevenson. But the ball's tipped away. Now struggled for on the ground. Another jump ball called. That'll remain with Kalani.
Yeah, good effort there by Sophia Kish and Angel Stevenson, both trying to wrap up the ball on the floor.
I keep forgetting we're not at Stan Sheriff Center. The Slice of Waikiki towel boys aren't out there mopping up the court. Inbounding the ball is Hasina Robinson for Kalani. Now out to Kylie Awakuni. Her three is up and good. So after a couple of misfires, she drains one, and that puts Kalani ahead of Kalaheo 26-9.
Yeah, Awakuni just kind of waited for someone from Kalaheo to defend her, took a couple of dribbles up, and took her shot.
Speaking of good shots there, it was Josie Hosek who gets a nice inbounds pass from Sophia Kitch.
Oh, and Josie Hosek felt good about that one. She had a really big smile on her face after making that layup.
Kalaheo struggling to defend. That's a two-pointer from the outside by Awakuni, and it's going to be a Kalaheo timeout. We'll take a break as well and be right back. It is Kalani leading Kalaheo 29-11. Exclusively, it's OIA Girls Basketball on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network.
Dial Electric Supply is Hawaii's premier lighting distributor and supplier, serving commercial and retail customers alike. Located at 2240 Kalua Opalena Street, Dial Electric's expanded retail showroom features one of the largest selections of lighting fixtures, fans, and smart home lighting solutions. Schedule an appointment with one of their design experts to create a home lighting design that you will enjoy for many years to come. Visit dialelectricsupply.com or give them a call at 808-845-7811.
Fun Factory can't make paying bills fun, and they can't make feeling sick fun. But they can make your next party fun with 4 locations in Oahu. There's a Fun Factory near you. Visit funfactorygames.com to book today. Fun Factory, where the fun is made for you.
Following the Mustangs timeout by Coach Frank Pollicott Jr., Kalaheo misses their shot after that break, and Kalani has it quickly coming from right to left, and a three-point shot taken by Crisera Kuratsu, no good, corralled by the Mustangs. I think that timeout, Ku'ule, was called by Kalaheo because they're absolutely gassed, and with the pace at which Kalani is playing, the Mustangs having a hard time staying on their horse here.
And here goes Ukauka again trying to dribble drive, and she actually did like a overhand little pass there to Kish, who was standing underneath the basket, but was called, or Kalani called there for the foul.
And having done that quite a bit whenever I play it, in the park, that's one of those where she wanted to shoot it and realized, oh, I'm going to get blocked, so I'm going to turn that into a pass. Luckily for her, she got the foul call.
Well, because the pass to Kish ended up getting it into the basket. So
nice job there with that foul call. However, Kalani with another steal, and then a pass stolen back by Kalaheo. For the first time, a fast break by the Mustangs. Oh, nearly a double dribble, still corralled by Anna Robertson. Over to Ukauka. She jacks a three and makes it. The Mustangs chipping away. They now trail 29-14.
Oh, nice assist there by Anna Robertson, getting that kick out and finding Ukauka. Like you said, almost called for the double dribble, but almost is not did. And Ukauka being able to finish it with a three.
Yeah, it's not horseshoes or hand grenades. We're playing OIA girls basketball, and that's good news for Kalaheo as they get another turnover following the loose ball tie-up. So Ukauka, again, she is absolutely spent when it comes to energy, but still running the point for her squad. That last three-pointer brought Kalaheo to within 15 points, and then going back to that fatigue, went the wrong way. Her player zigged, she zagged, threw it out of bounds. Kalani ball.
Yeah, and she was kind of running into the double team essentially by Kalani, waiting for her there at half court and trying to find Kish in the middle of the court. And just like you said, she zigged, the other girl zagged, and it went out of bounds.
Mia Garvin now running point for Kalani. Uses a couple of screens. Now passes it to a wide open Crisera Kuratsu. Her shot no good, rebounded by Kalani. This one tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the red-laden Falcons. 2:14 left to go in the first half. We'll see if Kalaheo can keep their energy going, at least keep it within 15 here in the first half. Owakuni has it, whips it around to a wide open Hasina Robinson. She's denied, now kicks it around the horn. Kalaheo playing a great zone defense of their own on this possession. Oh, a nice nifty move there by Alina Stevenson. Did a little hezzy move, went left and right, spin with the right hand, and that layup is good. 31-14 in favor of Kalani.
Alina Stevenson heard me talking how she's only going right, and she's like, here you go, Kule, I can go left too.
Shot no good by Kalaheo, rebounded, and then Anna Robertson's fouled. She'll shoot two. 1:44 left to go in the second quarter, and that has been the recipe to success for Kalaheo is when your shots aren't falling, get fouled and go to the free throw line. At least you can take your time and catch your breath that way. Right-handed shot is up and no good off the front iron. A couple of subs coming in for Kalani. This is probably a move by Coach Tukazaki to keep his starters from collecting even more fouls, as that one was called on Hasina Robinson, her first. Second free throw is up, and nothing but net by Robertson.
Yeah, and checking in for Kalani, we had Elizabeth Gardner and Araya Bonifacio Faleoa.
31-15 the score reads in favor of Kalani. 1:30 left to go here in the second quarter. Kalaheo playing inspired defense these past few possessions. And now Kalani throws it out of bounds. So maybe that timeout, Kule, really helped Kalaheo regroup before the halftime break.
Yeah, and that was a baseline pass by Bonifacio Faleoa trying to find Mia Garvin on the opposite side of the court, and it just didn't take the correct bounce and went out of bounds. So now Kalaheo ball.
I was going to say normally that's more of a skip pass, but that was a slip pass out of bounds. Kalaheo with it. Keisha Ukauka dribbling the lane all by herself. Basically a 1-on-4. Her layup no good, but tipped out of bounds. It'll remain with Kalaheo. 31-15 the score in favor of Kalani. Falcons 3-3 in the OIA D1 East. trying to stay alive in that playoff race.
Good sportsmanship there by Kalani. The ball actually trickled pretty far, and we mentioned it's Kalaheo's ball, but the Kalani player went out to go get it.
It always helps when you're winning, of course. When you got a 16-point lead, I'll help him out. Ukalka with it up top. Oh, goes through the defender, and that's going to be a foul. She grabs her hamstring. Took a knee there against Bonifacio Faleoa, and that'll result in 2 free throws for Ukalka.
Yeah, and here's where we will really see if the fatigue is kicking in for Ukalka, because she was making her free throws earlier, right? And when you start to get tired, it gets more difficult to make those free throws.
She comes to this game averaging more than 72% from the free throw line.
No
Thankfully,
problem for her.
I didn't hurt her average there with the recognition of that stat. She makes the first one.
Reverse announcer jinx.
Isabel Baker checking back in. She has 3 fouls, so she'll have to be careful. Ukalka trying to get her team within this 15-point margin. Takes a couple of right-handed dribbles. Big deep breath, puts up the shot, and good. 31-17 now. Kalani leading Kalaheo. With this shot clock on, Kalani might go for the 2-for-1 here. And inside it goes. Kalani another up and under layup by Alina Stevenson, and again fouled, and she'll shoot 2.
Yeah, Alina Stevenson just so strong. She's just having her way down there, down low against some of this Kalaheo defense, and she has a nose for the ball when it comes to trying to get it on defense, but on offense, she's something else as well. Always seeming to find the basket in anytime the ball is in her hands.
Stevenson's first free throw is up and good.
And she makes free throws.
She watched the Ku'ule Agbayani instructional video available at your local Blockbuster. Oh, wait, never mind.
Not big enough for Netflix yet.
Better than Hulk Hogan, though. That was fun watching wrestling last night on Netflix as that second free throw is up and good. 33-17, Kalani leads Kalaheo. Under a minute now. Kalaheo could run a 2-for-1 opportunity if they move quick enough. Ukalka instead taking the time to kick it out to Robertson. Robertson over to Sierra Johnson. Running the weave up top. Kalaheo content with taking time. Ukalka calls a play, now passes it over to Kish. Kish up and under with the runner, and she misses it. It'll be Kalani ball. Shot clock is off, but they don't care. They're going to run, and another breakaway layup. That one missed, but controlled by Kalani, and then a reach-in foul by Kalaheo. They're still under the limit, though, so it'll be baseline out of bounds for the visiting team.
Yeah, good effort, though, by Kalaheo really trying to get that. That was Robertson and Ukalka really swarming the Kalani player trying to get the basketball, and that's kind of a typical call that always goes that way when you're trying to be a little too antsy trying to get the basketball.
Yeah, a lot of credit to Kalaheo. They're down 5 players, but still haven't given up the fight. Inbounds it goes to Alina Stevenson. She pulls it out. She's content to wait for the final shot. Waits for a screen, actually turns it into a handoff, gives it to Mia Garvin. Garvin guarded up top by Robertson. Garvin into the corner, a wide open shooter, Bonifacio Faleoa misses that one. Loose ball caroms around, and before a foul can be called, that is going to be the end of the first half, and Kalani with a commanding 33-17 lead over Kalaheo. We're going to take a quick time out and be back with the halftime show. Again, Kalani on the road leading Kalaheo by 16. You're listening to OIA Girls Basketball right here on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network.
Gather around, ladies, and join us Sunday, January 26th at Kapiolani Park for the Hawaii Pacific Health Women's 10K and 5K Fun Run. Embrace a healthier lifestyle and enjoy a fun-filled day. Women of all ages and fitness levels are welcome to participate by running, walking, or jogging the course. And if you can't be there in person, virtual race options are available. Register today at hphwomen's10k.org.
Fun Factory can't make taking tests fun, and they can't make homework fun, but they can make good grades fun. Upload your report card and turn in your A's, B's, M's, and MP's into game tokens. Visit funfactorygames.com/honor-roll.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but Sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Hawaii at highschoolofficials.com.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the HHSAA and the Hawaii Interscholastic Athletic Directors Association.
DSE Hawaii, a proud supporter of OIA sports on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, is a locally owned and operated union electrical contracting company. Established in 1988, DSE Hawaii provides services to general contractors, building owners, property management companies, architects, and engineers. Their commitment to the electrical industry is focused on quality, efficiency, and most importantly, customer service and satisfaction. DSE Hawaii, providing quality work in the most efficient manner.
At Fun Factory, we can't make traffic jams fun, and we can't make waiting in line fun, but we can make this weekend fun with 4 locations on Oahu. There's a Fun Factory near you. Visit funfactorygames.com for more info. Fun Factory, where the fun is made for you.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
180 over 111, and I had a stroke. I couldn't speak or walk.
This is high blood pressure. Get back on your plan. Go to loweryourhbp.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association, American Medical Association, and the Ad Council.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
OIA Athletics on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, 95.1 FM and AM 760. Brought to you by Dial Electric Supply.
Back here live at Kalaheo High School, Pete Smith Court, the historic gym that has hosted many a championship. And while there isn't a championship on the line, 2 teams playing like champs tonight. Kalaheo down by 16 to Kalani, but it's been a spirited effort, Ku'ule. And even though, like I said, Kalaheo down by 16, they're going to the free throw line, at least trying to stay in it, whereas Kalani is doing a really good job playing great defense, turning that into transition buckets, and that's what led to this double-digit lead.
Yeah, and Kalani, just a very aggressive team, both defensively and offensively. And then we look at some of the stats. Alina Stevenson, I mean, she is just on fire today. Again, getting some steals and also finishing to the basket. She has 14 points to lead all scorings so far today, and she's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Also with 8 for the Kalani Falcons, Mia Garvin. They had a couple of ladies that came off the bench. Kylie Awakuni with 6 points, including 2 3-pointers off the bench. And then if you look at Kalaheo, we said this in the pregame, that Kalaheo, they are hit with the injury bug. A bunch of players out for them today. So their starters, and we were mentioning this kind of the ending of that first half, is that you can kind of tell you could tell the fatigue was slowly creeping in. You could see a little hands on hips and everything like that, because there was only one player to come into the game on the bench. Other than that, it's just been the Kalaheo Mustangs starters throughout the entire game. But Taisha Ukauka, the senior point guard for the Mustangs, leading them with 11 points, including 1 3-pointer and 6 for 6 from the free throw line. That's what we like to see, making those free throws.
I throw it out to any T-shirt maker. Make that shirt. Make your free throws. And what's the box out?
Box out.
We're having a lot of fun here at Kalaheo, and you can have a lot of fun at Fun Factory. Become a Fun Factory VIP when you accumulate $100 or more spent at your favorite Fun Factory location. My favorite's the one at Kamehameha Shopping Center, by the way. Maybe we'll head down there as a HSN Ohana one day. You can receive your VIP bragging rights plus discount pricing on games, loss protection, exclusive promos, and more. Visit funfactorygames.com for more info. And like I said, it's been a fun evening of basketball here, our first broadcast of the 2025 season. And Ku'ule, you mentioned a couple of things that you noticed, especially the Kalaheo effort and then the Kalani very efficient scoring machine that they are. What are you seeing as far as things that both teams can do to get ready for the second half?
Well, for Kalaheo, exactly what I said, that will be on the T-shirt, is boxing out, right? Because a lot of times that's all you need. Right now it's just both teams trying to jump up for the basketball, and it seems to fall right underneath the rim, but just Kalani just able to jump towards it a lot quicker than Kalaheo. But if you just box out a little bit, the ball basically will just fall in front of you for that easy rebound. Kalani, not much. This is a very impressive team that Coach Tyler Tsukuzaki has been able to put together, and just he has them moving around the basketball, taking their open shots when they need to, and we can't say enough about Alina Stevenson and just how aggressive she is all the way around. Like I said earlier in the halftime, is like offense and defense, so it's just more of staying out of foul trouble would probably be the main thing for the Falcons, so that Coach Tyler can keep as many of his players on the court.
And when we come back, we'll have second half action for you. Kalani leading Kalaheo 33-17. This is OIA Girls Basketball exclusively on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network.
Sports allow us to play, learn, and grow. But there's something more important than victory. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe every athlete deserves to be safe. Safe from abuse and misconduct on and off the field. We equip athletes, parents, coaches, and others with the right education to recognize, prevent, and respond to harmful behavior. Join the movement to champion respect and end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
In school sports, it's easy to see the wins, the moments that make headlines. But there's so much work that goes unseen for any of it to happen. My name is Phil Risen, and I'm the Executive Director of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Throughout the country, athletic administrators dedicate countless hours to making life-changing opportunities possible for student athletes through sports. Their sacrifice is fueled by the belief that every student can grow and deserves their time to shine. On behalf of the NIAAA, we want to thank every athletic administrator for your tireless dedication to providing 7.8 million students across the country a path to a better future.
This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Aging well means staying healthy, active, and independent. To age well, we need to take care of our bones. 10 million Americans have osteoporosis, a hereditary disease that makes bones weak and more likely to break. Thankfully, we can all take simple steps to improve our bone health at any age. Eat a healthy diet that is rich in calcium and vitamin D. Get regular weight-bearing exercise, which means on our feet. Get bone health tips at pathtogoodbonehealth.org.
You're listening to OIA Athletics on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, 95.1 FM and AM 760. Brought to you by Hawaii Pacific Health.
That buzzer means it's time for the third quarter here at Kalaheo High School. Kyle Galdera and Ku'ule Agbayani with you. Michael Lascaro also on site with us, taking photos and keeping stats. And Paul Brecht back at the studio, keeping us online and on time for the most part. Thank you, Paul. We're just about ready to get back to third quarter action as Kalani now going from left to right, wearing their red uniforms here from our broadcast position. And we are underway. Kalani with a 33-17 lead over the home team Mustangs. Quickly, interior pass it goes, collected by Isabel Baker. Her shot no good, but she gets her own rebound. Kicks it into the corner to Mia Garvin. Garvin cross-court pass to Rain Chinen. Down low it goes to Alina Stevenson. Stevenson runs the baseline, kicks it out, and a three-pointer taken. Not even close. That hit Nothing but air, but collected after the shot by Isabel Baker by Angel Stevenson. Her shot hits nothing but air, goes out of bounds to Kalaheo.
Yeah, interesting. They're really trying to get that deep shot. Yeah, there you go. Isabel Baker looking at her fans there doing like a whoops type of emoji after it was she was going for the UH rainbow on that shot.
Yeah.
So, but good to see her laugh about it.
It was the reverse Michael Jordan shrug. Not an incredible shot, but a forgettable shot. Anyway, a steal collected by Kalani to get the ball right back. Rain Shinen fakes a three. Now a step back three taken off the front iron. Collected by Taisha Ukauka. Back it goes right to left with Kalaheo. Nice pass up and under, and the layup is good by Anna Robertson. Kalaheo trailing 33-19.
Wow, what a beautiful transition there from Ukauka to Robertson, and the most important part, Robertson got the finish.
We have a Kalani timeout. We'll take a break as well. Be right back. This is OIA Girls Basketball on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network.
Dial Electric Supply is Hawaii's premier lighting distributor and supplier, serving commercial and retail customers alike. Located at 2240 Kalua Opalena Street, Dial Electric's expanded retail showroom features one of the largest selections of lighting fixtures, fans, and smart home lighting solutions. Schedule an appointment with one of their design experts to create a home lighting design that you will enjoy for many years to come. Visit dialelectricsupply.com or give them a call at 808-845-7811.
Back here at Kalaheo High School after the Kalani timeout. It's Falcons ball. Might be wondering why Coach Tyler Tsukazaki took a timeout up by 14. It followed two air balls by his team and an easy layup by Kalaheo. So the coach trying to get his team rallied as they look to build on this 14-point advantage. Three-pointer taken by Mia Garvin, no good. Quick rebound collected, and off to the races goes Anna Robertson, but she turns it over. Stolen by Angel Stevenson. Quickly back the other way goes Kalani. Another three-pointer taken, this time another air ball by Isabel Baker. She needs to recalibrate that shot a bit. She's right on line, just coming up short.
Yeah, and Isabel Baker putting her hands on her head and tightening her ponytail there because she feels like, man, well, how did I not get enough mana on that shot?
Taisha Ukauka brings it up for Kalaheo. Three-quarter court press employed by Kalani again. Stingy zone defense working to perfection tonight. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Kalaheo down by 14. Ukauka, though, with the runner in the lane, cuts the deficit down to 12.
Yeah, and Ukauka almost close there to getting an and one.
Yeah, Ukauka hands on hips. She is spent. Like you said, Ku'ule, not a lot of subs for Kalaheo. And the Kalaheo players basically playing the entire game. Three-point shot taken and missed by Chinen. Hustled down on the rebound, though, by Mia Garvin. Garvin to Angel Stevenson. Her bank shot is no good, but then the rebound by guess who? Alina Stevenson. She draws the foul and will shoot two.
Yeah, Alina Stevenson just working for that rebound, going straight up to the basket, drawing that foul, and if it's anything like the first half, she will make her free throws.
And Alina Stevenson, one of the scoring leaders for Kalani this year, averaging just about 12 points a game. Spins the ball a few times, puts up her free throw, and it is good. I wouldn't be surprised to see her land on one of the postseason all-star teams in the OIA the way she's been playing tonight and throughout the season. Kalani on a 3-game win streak, trying to make it 4 tonight. This one up and good, and Kalani leads by 14. Kalani's 3 league losses coming to the Powers Kailua, Kahuku, and Moanalua. Kalaheo struggling this season, and just as that shot shows, not only is it missed, but it goes out of bounds to Kalani. And the Falcons here in position. If they can go on a bit of a run, they might be able to put this game out of reach. Bringing it up for Kalani is Isabel Baker, playing with 3 fouls. Gets the ball back after handing it off to Chinen. Cross court, it goes to Mia Garvin. Garvin looks into the corner for Chinen. She worked her way around the baseline. Now a screen up top, now collected by Chinen on the pass. Back and forth it goes. Kalani looking for that 3-point shot. Takes it, is by Chinen, and that ball caroms out of bounds. So the good thing for Kalani is they're playing great defense. The bad thing is they're not turning their possessions into more points, and Kalaheo continues to just kind of hang around down by 14.
You took the thought right out of my brain, because that's exactly what I was thinking was, all right, well, fortunately for Kalaheo, Kalani not able to capitalize right now as the Falcons are leading the Mustangs 35-21 with just under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Ukalka with it, trying to get out of the trap, and she's bailed out by a foul on Kalani. It looked like it might be called on Alina Stevenson. It will be. And as we alluded to a couple times tonight with the second foul on Stevenson, the only thing really hurting Kalani is their foul trouble, as that's now 4 players with at least 2 fouls. Sophia Kitch gets it on the inbound pass. Fakes like she's going to drive, but instead kicks it out, and another steal by Kalani, this one by Garvin. Garvin dribbling with the left, now the right, now a no-look pass. Mid-range shot by Awakuni, no good. Offensive rebound collected by Kalani, no good on the shot by Baker. It'll go back Kalaheo's way, down by 14, nearly halfway through this third quarter.
Yeah, and there you go again. Kalani not being able to capitalize on that steal.
Coach Tukazaki looking on in disbelief. The good thing is, though, they are up by 14, and they get another turnover on the errant Kalaheo pass.
Yeah, and Ukalka trying to find her teammate there across the court and just took a bad bounce again. And you can tell Ukalka, like we mentioned earlier, hands on the hips now, and she is just doing all she can as the senior and essentially the leader of this squad.
So Kalani with it on offense, up by 14, halfway through this third period. Another three-point shot taken here by Kylie Awakuni, and she connects on that one. Kalani up by 17 now. As a frustrated Kalaheo squad brings it back up. Ukalka with it into the trap, into the teeth of the Kalani defense, and another held ball. This one's going to go Kalaheo's way.
Ooh, I was a little concerned there as Robertson got trapped on in the corner, but on the Kalaheo side of the court, and Mia Garvin and Alina Stevenson almost had her in the corner. I thought Robertson was going to kick it back to Ukalka, who was still in the backcourt.
And that reminds me of something Paul and I talked about as Kalaheo turns it over again, is the game we had with Chaminade and HPU as a breakaway layup by Alina Stevenson. Her shot is up and good, putting Kalani up by 19. Chaminade did a really good job of that against HPU of trapping in the corner. So basically you have 2 players trapping the one offensive player, and then you get the midcourt line and the sideline acting as 2 more defenders. So it's almost like a 1-on-4, and that's what Kalani's doing a great job of tonight. Ukalka with the running layup, no good, but she's going to be fouled. And she hits the deck hard. She's going to stay down. And hopefully the training staff, Ukalka, sorry to laugh, but she kind of looked around like, is anybody going to come help me?
Oh.
And now she gets up and smiles.
Smiling.
And that's why I'm laughing, because I knew she wasn't injured, maybe just a bit hurt. She was kind of, what's the term, planking? Where you just kind of put your arms out and kind of look around like, is anybody going to come over and help me up?
You're right. She was like on her front side and just lying there. And then it looked like it was bad. Her head was like on the court, like her face was on the court. And then you're right. She kind of turned around and you could tell she was fine. Like, okay. And yes, again, that was why Kyle laughed, everybody, in case you're like, he's laughing at an injury. She's fine, everyone. She had a smile on her face. She's going through the free throw line now. And hopefully she's going to continue to be consistent with her free throws.
So Kalka with Kalaheo down by 19, trying to chip away at that deficit. Takes a big, deep breath, launches it, and that one off the back iron. Fatigue playing a role in that shot, I think. And that reminds me to remind you that OIA Sports on HSRN is brought to you in part by Dial Electric Supply, Hawaii's premier lighting distributor and supplier, lighting up Hawaii since 1972. It's been Kalani lighting up the scoreboard so far tonight, 40-21, now 40-22, the lead after the Ukalka free throw. Just about 3:15 left to go in the third quarter. Kalani up by 18, looking to make it 20 plus if they can convert here. Pass into the corner collected by Awakuni. Around the horn it goes to Garvin, now inside to Alina Stevenson. That ball tipped away though, good job by the Kalaheo defense. Ukalka has it, a 1-on-3. She's not going to pull it out though, she tries to attack, and that ball's tipped out in favor of Kalani.
Oh, again, Ukalka just was trying really hard to drive to the right side of the basket, and just too strong defense. The Kalani defender was not budging at all.
So bringing it back up for Kalani is Baker. Over to Awakuni. Her three-pointer is good. And Kalani does surpass the 20-point barrier, They lead Kalaheo 43-22 here in OIA girls basketball action.
Yeah, Awakuni just completely being left alone again, and she's already made a couple of threes so far.
Ukauka with it, dribbling, facing two defenders. Steps back with the three. That one's no good. Offensive rebound by Kalaheo. That shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Alina Stevenson. Quickly the other way. A 3-on-1 break. Alina Stevens says, I'm not going to pass it. I'm going to scoop and score. That's another bucket. 45-22. Kalani pouring it on here in the third quarter.
Alina Stevenson, and I got to make sure I give her credit because that was an underhand layup. You know, underhand layups are entirely, like, this is a full underhand layup, and if everyone's played basketball before, that is pretty difficult, I must say, at this level of basketball.
And another steal here by Isabel Baker, just took it away, and she says, I'm not shooting the air ball three anymore. I'm going to take the underhanded layup approach, and that puts Kalani up by its largest lead tonight, 25 points, 47-22.
Yeah, it seems like we reverse jinxed Kalani because, or we helped them because we were saying in the beginning of this quarter that they weren't able to convert on those turnovers that they were forcing, and now it seems to be clicking for the Falcons.
HSRN has partnered with Scoring Live to bring you the best overall coverage of high school sports in the state. You can visit scoringlive.com right now and throughout this game for live scores, stats, photos, league schedules, and more, including stats of this ball game. Kalaheo with a missed shot by Sophia Kitch, but Kalani called for a foul, so Kitch will shoot two. 1:34 left to go in the third quarter. Kitch trying to chip away at this 25-point deficit. And as that first free throw is up and good, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. You're listening to OIA Basketball, presented by Fun Factory.
Home of the Dallas Cowboys, KGU AM, K236CR, Honolulu is the Hawaii Sports Radio Network on 95.1 FM and AM 760.
Kyle Galdera and Ku'ule Agbayani here with OIA girls basketball on a Tuesday night from Kalaheo High School. Pete Smith Court, the legend, and Kalaheo looking for a legendary comeback. They're down by 24 late in the third quarter. Kalani doing a great job on both ends of the court. And we'll see if their newly checked-in Elizabeth Gardner can get on the score sheet. Not on that play, though, as it's going to pop around and be picked up by Ukauka. Coming the other way for Kalaheo. Ball out of bounds, but it'll stay with the home team Mustangs.
Yeah, and there you go. Ukauka just still continuing to work. She was really trying not to lose the basketball there on the sideline and was able to kind of dribble it off of one of the Kalani players to retain possession for the Mustangs.
And a quick three-pointer taken off the front iron, no good by Kish. And the rebound picked up by Kalani. 2-on-1 opportunity. Will Baker pass it? Nope. She takes a right, then a left, and misses the layup, but it's going to be rebounded offensively by Bonifacio Faleoa. Around the horn it goes, and there's Baker again taking the three. That one off the backboard, no good. Rebounded for Kalaheo by Kish. Ooh, and a player for Kalaheo limping a bit. That looks like Lucy Vitti. She fell hard on the hard court with her right knee, but she seems to be okay playing through it. And another missed shot by Kalaheo leads to a Kalani offensive possession. Nice job working out of trouble by Kalani. Now Baker takes a jumper from the free throw line, and that one hit front iron, front iron, backboard, and bounced in. Everything bouncing right for Kalani tonight. 49-23 the lead over Kalaheo.
That's like when you're as a player, you're like, thank you very much, basketball rim, for being kind to me.
That makes up for her couple errant shots earlier in the quarter. Oh, Kauko with the forearm shiver there, not called.
No call, no foul.
That rebound is going to be collected by Kalaheo, and a jump ball means that it'll be Kalani ball. With 0.7 seconds left in the third, we'll see if Kalani even attempts a shot.
Yeah, that was fortunate for Ukauka getting away with the little push-off with her arm.
Speaking of Monday Night Raw on Netflix, that could have been included in that show last night. And they actually added a few seconds. Kalani doesn't realize it, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. They don't need any more points at this point, though. 49-23. We'll see if Kalaheo can storm back as we get ready to the fourth quarter. You're listening to OIA Girls Basketball on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network.
Hawaii Pacific University's MBA program is designed for working professionals like you. With courses offered online, in person, and evenings, HPU makes it easier to balance work, life, and education. Through the MBA Plus program, you can specialize in areas like business analytics, global leadership, or nonprofit management. Visit hpu.edu/MBA to learn more and apply. Hawaii Pacific University, helping you go beyond boundaries.
DSE Hawaii, a proud supporter of OIA Sports on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, is a locally owned and operated union electrical contracting company. Established in 1988, DSE Hawaii provides services to general contractors, building owners, property management companies, architects, and engineers. Their commitment to the electrical industry is focused on quality, efficiency, and most importantly, customer service and satisfaction. DSE Hawaii, providing quality work in the most efficient manner.
OIA Athletics on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, 95.1 FM and AM 760.
Back here live at Kalaheo High School, Kyle Galdera and Ku'ule Agbayani. Start of the fourth quarter between the home team Mustangs and the visiting Kalani Falcons. Kalani up 49-23. Kalaheo trying to chip away in the late stages of this game. Kalaheo running some offense, and of course it goes through Ukauka, who throws it away, but picked up by Kalaheo. And while they got the ball back, it's going to be an over and back crossing the midcourt line, and that'll be another turnover going Kalani's way.
Oh, that's a bummer. Anna Robertson really worked to get that basketball, and unfortunately, that's just what happens.
And we mentioned the effort by Kalaheo tonight. We've mentioned it a few times. They're down 5 players, at least 5 players, so definitely underwomaned, should we say, under-man-powered, but a great effort nonetheless, even though they're trailing Kalani by 26. Kalaheo does get a steal and gets the ball back, though. Coming back the other way, Ukauka, running point for the Mustangs. Ukauka motioning for her players to run through the lane. She does the give and go, but doesn't get it back, and instead Kish takes a shot. No good, rebounded by Kalani.
Yeah, not a bad shot there by Kish, and she's still, again, using her length to almost like just easily shoot over the Kalani players. Unfortunately, just not going in.
Crisera Kuratsu takes it into the lane, and while her shot is no good, a Kalaheo foul will result in 2 Kalani free throws. As we wait for the free shots to come, we want to remind you that OIA Sports on HSRN is brought to you in part by Hawaii Pacific Health. Hawaii Pacific Health takes the team approach to providing the expert care you need when and where you need it. Together, we're creating a healthier Hawaii. That's a healthy free throw shot taken and made by Kuratsu. Kuratsu back at the line for her second free throw opportunity. It's up, and it is good. A couple of bounces there goes Kalani's way, and they have passed the half-century mark, 51-23, the lead over Kalaheo. Mustangs obviously frustrated a bit trying to play this one out. Ukauka calling for help up top, doesn't get the screen, instead passes it to Kish. Now back to Ukauka, puts up the layup, no good. Another Kalani rebound, and then a foul on the reach-in by Kalaheo. Pardon me, it's a held ball that'll go Kalani's way. And it goes to the sub, Bonifacio Faliola. She's a sophomore guard for Kalani. Around the horn to Kuratsu. Then Bonifacio Faliola fumbles it a bit, gets it back. Now goes baseline to her teammate, but it's stolen away. And then Karam's around, pinballing it goes, and out of bounds in favor of Kalaheo.
Yeah, and Kish actually had that block on Bonifacio Faleoa. And again, like, you got to give this Mustangs team a lot of credit. They are still continuing to fight, even as they trail 51-23, but they're still not going down.
2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Kalaheo trailing by 28. Kish tries to make a runner in the lane, but it's blocked and picked up by Kalani. And then the Falcons, as they've done all game, off to the races. This shot errant by Bonifacio Faliola. Gets her rebound, though, puts it up and in, and she boxed out. She got the loose ball, and she got 2.
Yeah, what a great effort there. And a player that's coming off the bench, she's going to take advantage of all the playing time she can get, and good for her.
Nice to see the starters for Kalani cheering on their reserves as they get some much-needed time off here in the fourth quarter. As now it's a 30-point advantage, 53-23, Kalani over Kalaheo. Nearly 3 minutes gone here in this fourth frame. Kalaheo working on some offense here. Nice up and under shot by Ukauka, and she drains it. That might have been her most difficult shot, and she made it look somewhat easy.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's like usually if I was the coach, I'd be like, why did you take that turnaround shot? But okay, it goes in. There you go. You know better. Good job, Ukauka.
One of those no, yes.
Yeah.
As Kalaheo gets another steal, down by 28, looking to at least end this game on a positive run, get something good on tape to look at as they get ready for the rest of the season. Ukauka basically facing 3 defenders, now kicks it over to a wide open shooter, Sierra Johnson, who misses the 3. That one goes out of bounds. It's Kalani ball. And now we have a hockey line change as all 5 subs come in. It's actually going to be starters, so Kalani bringing in their starters probably for a few more minutes just to get some more run time for them, as their subs did a great job of moving that lead up to 30 points at one point here in the 4th frame.
Yeah, and for Kalaheo, looks like we have Amara Afsharzadeh, who got a chance to check in now with just 4 minutes left in this game.
And after a missed 3-pointer, the ball's tied up again. It'll go to Kalaheo. Halfway through here in the 4th quarter. And I think even the Kalaheo scorekeeper has said, I'm done with this. They're running the clock even during the dead ball. Oh. So we'll see if Kalaheo can at least finish strong here in the second half of the 4th quarter. And it's going to be another turnover. Ukauka threw it away, picked up by Mia Garvin. Garvin ahead to Baker. She missed the layup, though. Picked up by Chinen on Kalani's side. Oh, a hesitation. A bit too obvious there as that double pump by Angel Stevenson, results in a turnover.
I love girls basketball because it just takes me back to my days and just the look on their faces, you know, when you know that, oh, yep, I shouldn't have made that mistake. And they just have like a little chuckle like that she just did right there. Angel Stevenson kind of putting her hand in front of her mouth like, whoops.
And for Kalaheo, I believe the senior Hoku Bain checking in off the bench, getting some playing time here. She throws it away, though, and it's going to be wrestled for and another held ball. This one's going to go Kalani's way.
Yeah, and that was Sierra Johnson for Kalaheo and Isabel Baker for Kalani, really, again, fighting for the basketball. So I said it at the beginning, and I'm glad I'm saying it down the ending of this game, is that the effort by both these 2 squads are admirable.
And a shot taken and missed. However, another foul garnered by Angel Stevenson. She's going to shoot 2. And if she makes both, she'll put Kalani back up by 30. Right now, a 28-point lead in favor of Kalani. That's the 4th foul on Sophia Kish, so if she's going to want to stick around any longer, she's going to have to avoid those fouls.
That free throw just a little too short for Angel Stevenson, hitting the front part of the rim.
So for Kalani, definitely a strong showing tonight. They're on track to get their 4th win in a row and staying in that OIA East playoff picture, It's going to be the top teams in the East going against the top teams in the West, and we'll have some of that playoff action later this month right here on HSRN.
And we will have your championship games for sure, D1 and D2 championship games.
So Kalani trying to stay in that championship picture. They draw another turnover. 2:20 left to go in this game. Kalani up by 29. And they're not really taking the shot clock down at all. And another aggressive attack there by Angel Stevenson gets her 2 more free throws. And I say that because normally at this point you kind of run the shot clock down, you take all 35 seconds, but Kalani's still moving it quickly.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. The effort from both squads because, you know, I was going to say that one was on Kish, so yeah, she is done and making her way out of the game, but good effort by her as she goes over to the Kalani bench to give them some high fives. And who is checking in?
Looks like number 5, Josie Hosek. So we're back to live action here. 2:11 left to go. 54-25, the Kalani lead over Kalaheo, our first OIA broadcast of the 2025 campaign. And that one is up and good. A 30-point lead now, thanks to number 11, Angel Stevenson for Kalani. And that rainbow free throw takes about 5 bounces and drops in. And a couple more subs will come in for Kalani to end this game.
Tell you what, these are very soft rims at this basketball court. These are the friendly ones. You know, you go to some gyms, it's like just everything is like once it hits metal, it's out of there. But this one is really friendly here.
So Kauka brings it up for Kalaheo. 2 minutes left to go in this ball game. Kalaheo trying to get something going as this one is about to wrap up, and another foul called against Kalani. 2 more subs coming in for the Mustangs. Addie Nash and Anna Robertson check back in. Ukauka gets a much needed breather. I think that's the first time she's been subbed out this game.
Yeah, so going out is Ukauka and Sierra Johnson.
Nearly another steal by Kalani. Nothing going, though. Kalaheo takes a 3, no good. Offensive rebound, though. That rebound is converted into a layup, though, and that was Josie Jose, who just checked in. Big smile on her face as she drops in the deuce.
Yeah.
56-27 now, the Kalani lead. Falcons throw it away. It'll be Kalaheo ball.
Yeah, that turnover by Range, and then looks like she was trying to find Bonifacio Faleoa, who was more closer to the baseline, and just missed timing and threw it right out of bounds.
So under a minute to go here. Kalaheo will probably get 2 more possessions. We'll see what the Mustangs do. Whipping it around the horn. It goes to Bain in the corner. Back up top to, now around the horn again, to Addie Nash. Nash has it. A long-range jumper over the backboard and out of bounds. Even referee Dan Cota is chuckling.
And it's okay because Addie Nash is chuckling herself again and doing a little shrug like, I don't know what that was. A little too much mana there. Maybe she had some of the coffee chocolate beans that you have.
Yeah. Mahalo to Trader Joe's. Maybe we'll get them signed up later in the season. But that shot no good by Kalani. Kalaheo might have one more shot, but they throw it away. Falcons should be able to hold on to this one and salt away this game. Please don't shoot it, Kalani. And they throw it away. That's why you just pull the ball out and be good sports about it, as this clock is going to expire. And that's going to be a final. Kalani over Kalaheo, 56-27. We'll be back right around the corner to wrap this one up. Hawaii girls basketball right here live on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network.
Fun Factory can't make paying bills fun, and they can't make feeling sick fun. But they can make your next party fun with 4 locations in Oahu. There's a Fun Factory near you. Visit funfactorygames.com to book today. Fun Factory, where the fun is made for you.
Dial Electric Supply is Hawaii's premier lighting distributor and supplier, serving commercial and retail customers alike. Located at 2240 Kalua Opalena Street, Dial Electric's expanded retail showroom features one of the largest selections of lighting fixtures, fans, and smart home lighting solutions. Schedule an appointment with one of their design experts to create a home lighting design that you will enjoy for many years to come. Visit dialelectricsupply.com or give them a call at 808-845-7811.
Gather around, ladies, and join us Sunday, January 26th at Kapiolani Park for the Hawaii Pacific Health Women's 10K and 5K Fun Run. Embrace a healthier lifestyle and enjoy a fun-filled day. Women of all ages and fitness levels are welcome to participate by running, walking, or jogging the course. And if you can't be there in person, virtual race options are available. Register today at hphwomen's10k.org.
DSE Hawaii, a proud supporter of OIA sports on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, is a locally owned and operated union electrical contracting company. Established in 1988, DSE Hawaii provides services to general contractors, building owners, property management companies, architects, and engineers. Their commitment to the electrical industry is focused on quality, efficiency, and most importantly, customer service and satisfaction. DSE Hawaii, providing quality work in the most efficient manner.
Dial Electric Supply is Hawaii's premier lighting distributor and supplier, serving commercial and retail customers alike. Located at 2240 Kalua Opalena Street, Dial Electric's expanded retail showroom features one of the largest selections of lighting fixtures, fans, and smart home lighting solutions. Schedule an appointment with one of their design experts to create a home lighting design that you will enjoy for many years to come. Visit dialelectricsupply.com or give them a call at 808-845-7811.
Fun Factory can't make paying bills fun, and they can't make feeling sick fun. But they can make your next party fun with 4 locations in Oahu. There's a Fun Factory near you. Visit funfactorygames.com to book today. Fun Factory, where the fun is made for you. At Fun Factory, we can't make traffic jams fun, and we can't make waiting in line fun, but we can make this weekend fun with 4 locations on Oahu. There's a Fun Factory near you. Visit funfactorygames.com for more info. Fun Factory, where the fun is made for you.
DSC Hawaii, a proud supporter of OIA Sports on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, is a locally owned and operated union electrical contracting company. Established in 1988, DSC Hawaii provides services to general contractors, building owners, property management companies, architects, and engineers. Their commitment to the electrical industry is focused on quality, efficiency, and most importantly, customer service and satisfaction. DSC Hawaii, providing quality work in the most efficient manner.
Kalani with a 56-27 win over Kalaheo in our OIA girls basketball opener of the 2025 calendar year. Kyle Galdera and Ku'ule Agbayani here at the post-game show. And Ku'ule, we kind of talked about it in the pregame. We had a feeling it might go this way, but one of the things that I really enjoyed was the effort of both teams. Obviously, Kalani, more players available and more talent, but even though they outscored Kalaheo by nearly 30, just the effort by Kalaheo to stick around and play tough was really fun to watch.
Yeah, and I think that's important for everyone to recognize, especially I hope people stayed through the whole game, tuned in, right? We do our best to make it exciting no matter what's going on, because I think the effort that these players put out is the same effort that us as broadcasters need to give them and to give all of you listeners as well. So yes, 100% the effort by both squads, even when it was coming down to the wire. I mean, Kalani even was so hungry to score at the very end that even you were like, no, don't score. We need to have some sportsmanship right here. But amazing effort. And I know if you're a Kalani squad, right, like taking the end of the game like out of consideration, it's just you want to keep pushing the tempo because you need to not settle when you get yourself ready to play the other top teams in the OIA East and then eventually on the West.
And we've been looking forward to this all game. We want to present our Fun Factory VIP of the game, brought to you by Fun Factory. You can become a Fun Factory VIP yourself when you accumulate $100 or more spent at your favorite Fun Factory location. You'll receive VIP bragging rights, plus discount pricing on games, loss protection, exclusive promotions, and more. Visit funfactorygames.com for more info. Ku'ule, who is our Fun Factory VIP of the game?
Yeah, I think it's no surprise here. Number 23 for the Kalani Falcons, Alina Stevenson, finishing with 20 points. And my favorite stat, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. You always got to get those free points. So kudos to her and just her effort. Both, I mean, we don't have it on the full stats here, but she also accumulated quite a few steals. So doing her thing defensively, the whole Kalani squad really doing their thing defensively. But Alina Stevens was both contributing on both sides of the ball. But I do need to give an honorable mention to the Kalaheo side and their senior point guard, Taisha Ukauka, who was just putting out all the effort there, trying to do what she could for her squad. But, at least the effort was there, like we said, as we have our baby crying in here, yelling at us to get out, I guess.
One of the young fans is letting us know it's time to wrap it up, and we'll do that from the windward side. But before we do, we've got to give our much-deserved mahalo to Paul Brecht in the studio, keeping us online and on time, our in-studio producer. Thank you very much, Paul. Michael Escaro on site with our photos, our stats, and much more. You can hear his interview with our Fun Factory VIP of the game, Alina Stevenson, on social media later on. Thanks, Michael. And, of course, the athletic director for Kalaheo helping us out big time today, Jacob Baum, doing his best to give us a great broadcast spot. We love it when ADs go above and beyond. Thank you very much, Jacob. And, of course, my partner in crime, Ku'ule Agbayani, the last word is yours.
Ooh, I'm just excited, man. I'm excited for next week, right? We have a game next week, Tuesday. Boys basketball is on the docket this time. Next Tuesday, January 14th, between Waianae and Radford, 7 o'clock p.m. ish. We always come on after the JV game, so be sure you guys tune in for that. But yeah, I'm excited for this season. Good to be back on with you, my friend, and I'm looking forward to this, the rest of the games that we have lined up for everyone. If you guys need to see what our schedule is, you can go to hawaiisportsradio.com and click on the OIA Sports tab to see what we have coming up in the OIA and listen to broadcasts on demand. So hopefully they kind of liked us a little bit so they can listen to us on demand on the pod or on your podcast platforms.
And in addition to OIA, we also have Hawaii Pacific University sports, including this Thursday. Paul Brecht and I will have HPU versus Azusa, both the women and the men. So it's a basketball double dip live on Thursday right around 4:30. So tune in for that. Again, for our hard-working crew, thank you very much for tuning in. Our final Kalani 56, Kalaheo 27 from the windward side. Mahalo for listening. I'm Kyle Galdera. Take care and aloha.
You've been listening to a special presentation of OIA basketball presented by Fun Factory on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, 95.1 FM, AM 760, and hawaiisportsradio.com. Brought to you by Hawaii Pacific Health, Dial Electric Supply, and DSE Hawaii. We return you to regularly scheduled programming here on the Hawaii Sports Radio Network, your home for OIA sports.
He's always valuable because he might not have even 4 yards per carry. He might give you like 3.4 yards per carry, but he's going to get 30 carries, and he's going to get 3 or 4 goal line carries. You can book it. So definitely a steady, sure thing with Kyron Williams. All right, so your running backs this week, you're coming in $7,000, 7,400, Baker 6,800. This receiver card of yours, though, these are some really like you went, it's like, what's that, Guys Grocery Games on the Food Network where you go with the coupon book? That's what these receivers look like. Talk to me about some of your receiver choices.
So just for the audience out there, what I like to do, and again, this isn't my actual lineup build, okay? This is what we do for this show is we try to give you, listen, I can sit here all day and say, oh, go Puka Nakua, go that. Like at the end of the day, you have to get 1 or 2 value plays in your lineup at DFS to get different, low ownership, high value, right? So these receivers, to me, all have an opportunity to be one of those stash and cash guys on your DFS roster. First guy is Mr. Zacchaeus, Alameda Zacchaeus from the Washington Redskins. He's been getting more and more love. He's 4,400, but he's been getting more and more love. I got to watch him in Philly, and he tore up our secondary, okay? And then you look at what he's done. 4, 8, 9, 5.